And Poland is one of those countries in Europe that has no colonial past, really. This is the incredible One Avenue fun spot, I must say. If you come here at night, there's a light show here, illuminating. It's very beautiful to look at, really. I'm going to spend a lot of time in this area, and I live in Nanshan, so I live in China, so I live in Shenzhen. Anyways, this video is about Poland, and this is something that I think some of you might learn from it as well. This is to reflect on my time in Poland, really. You know, I know my content, I know some of the ideas are a bit strong, isn't it? Some of the language as well, but it is not to make somebody feel uncomfortable, but it's to highlight differences and, you know, challenges I've personally experienced in some places around the world, really. And I can tell you for sure, right? And Poland is one of those countries in Europe that has no colonial past, really. Unlike, for example, where I'm from, the UK, unlike France, Belgium, and of course in Germany, or let's say Netherlands or whatever, right? Unlike those countries that has, of course, colonized various African countries and of course in Asian countries as well. Poland don't have that. In fact, they have also been, a victim of oppression as well. And of course, for those who have, let's say, who have lived in the UK, right? You know, that's where I'm from, that's my country, really. And there was a time, really, British people used to say, oh, the Poles are taking our jobs, these dirty Poles. So bad, really, insane. Because I don't do that, you understand? And I think the UK itself, and it has some great things to say about it, you know. But at the same time, it's a country that has history of, let's face it, oppression in terms of certain groups, and of course, some people feel like certain demographic they are threats. You know, it's not right, you know, and. Poland happens to be one of the safest countries in Europe, which is incredible. And I have been to another country as well in Europe called Portugal. I have nothing but quality thing to say about the Portuguese people. And of course, I think because they also have a very rich culture as well. But the Portuguese people are quality people, man. I love them. You know, fantastic. I got a great thing to say about Portuguese people. So as Polish people as well. You know, and I'll say as well, in Poland, the possibility for you to experience racism, it's relatively quite low. The reason why I've put two things together, and of course, then looking back into past experiences. Bear in mind, I've been to Poland twice, and I want you to understand as well, I am a black British Muslim, you understand? And yeah, treated differently because there's a very low black population there. The demographic of black people there, it's extremely low. And Poland, it's more like a 97%. Most of the people you'll find there, they are ethnic Polish, you understand? So they are from the land itself, and they are very proud of where they're from. And also Poland was invaded by the German, and it's not very nice, you know. They do have their history, really. There's so many countries in Europe, they have history that is so dark, really. So of course there's some people still hold grudges and all that, right? So yeah, so they have that history between the Polish people and the German people as well, really. Bear in mind, and places like Warsaw was completely were completed and battered to the ground, bombed to the ground. Really, it's more of a built-up sort of city. You know, a lot of the monuments and attractions you'll find in Warsaw are recently built, and of course, in some of them renovated as well. You know, so yeah. There's still a lot of history in Poland. I do like the architecture in Poland, to be honest, man. I think they're very cool, especially going to the square. I've been to so many squares. I just like it. It's just so much dynamic, you know. It's really cool. This is not to say all the nice words, but really, I think of all the countries I've been to, when it comes towards the square area in Europe, I think Poland has the best, hands down. I think another country I'll say that come very close, right? Czech Republic, I've also been there, but my experience in Czech Republic wasn't as welcoming at all, you know, and I had to leave, you know, so I didn't have the same experience I had in Poland, you understand? So yeah, so when it comes to us, racism, interaction, it's extremely low. Does that mean it doesn't happen in Poland? Absolutely. I'll be foolish, I'll be naive if I say those sort of thing doesn't happen. I think when that happens, it has to deal with lack of exposure. It's so similar as well to here in China as well, which I have publicly expressed my personal opinions when it comes towards life here in China. I think in terms of city-wise, the city I'm currently living in, it's called Shenzhen, right? So close to Hong Kong. It is the best city I've ever lived in my life. In spite of the racism black people experience here online by some very ignorant, you know, Chinese people online, really, it's so bad. If you go on there, it will upset you. Even if you're not black, it will really upset you, because some of it makes no sense. You know, it's just coming from a place of hate, and which is not nice. And but of course, there are also nice Chinese people here. That's the thing. Whenever I go out, right, I explore other countries nearby. Whenever I meet a Chinese person, I am so nice to them, because I've met people who have actually taken me out, taking me to cool places, helping me out to sort my internet. I mean, Chinese people here in Shenzhen, in Tianjin, you know, across. So I'm not going to forget that, but I'm not also going to ignore the fact that this sort of thing doesn't happen. The reason why I like to mention this sort of thing on my channel is to bring awareness. I don't want you to come to a place like this and be like, oh, I saw this video online, this YouTuber say this and that, and then when you come here, it's a different case, right? I don't want you to experience that. I'll tell you exactly. I don't mind losing subscribers. No. Anyways, I don't want to deviate too much away from the content main idea. So, of course, and from when it comes towards the culture itself, you know, Poland is a very close sort of culture. Meaning it's not in a bad way, where basically I think that a lot of people they're together. So when you go to Poland, if you are going to read the face of the people, you will hate Poland. Man got a grumpy face, right? You see them out there. But trust me, once you say hi, Dzień dobry, right? You say hi, you ask for direction. Man, these guys will be opening it up, man. I saw a giant guy, right, holding a little puppy. I thought this guy is in the movies, you know what I mean, right? And this guy was the sweetest guy. And they put down his dog down, and then I was like, dang, you know, sometimes don't look out on the appearance at first, man. You just have to initiate. I think that's the one thing, right? Because there's a lack of interaction with Polish people and black people. So a lot of the time, right, maybe if you are not well exposed and travel to different places, you might mistake that for being a racist thing, but that just shouldn't be like that, right? And on top of that as well, Poland is more of a Catholic sort of country, you understand? So they are very, very friendly. They are normally quite generous, and of course they like to help people as well. They have that gesture really to, you know, they can understand people are from marginalized and sort of background. You are going to find students in Poland from African countries really studying, whether it be in Warsaw, in Poznan, in Krakow. Krakow is more like a student sort of place. A lot of the students love to go there, right? So of course you are going to find a lot of European students as well doing exchange programs, you understand? So Catholic people, I have personally experienced that because I have family members my brother married to a Catholic lady, and basically they are super nice. They paid for the entire wedding. It was mad, man, really. Yeah, they're very nice people. Even the pastors as well, they book for us hotel for free. I mean, they're nice Catholic people, right? And I have to say that. You see, the thing is that Muslim and Christian, you know, we have a lot in common. I mean, so much in common. It's crazy, man, how, you know, some certain people online trying to divide people, really. And of course, when you go to Poland as well, you are going to see a lot of kebab shop. This is that Polish people love kebab. Oh my days, man. They are obsessed with kebab there. And yeah, the food is quite heavy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. The food are very, very heavy, Polish food, man. So yeah, for Ace, man, if I ever had to return back to Europe, I would definitely move to Poland, hands down. Really, I will move to Poland. You know, the healthcare is fantastic. The safety aspect of thing, it's an emerging market. More and more people are starting to get richer and richer. Of course, the weather is rubbish. I'm sorry, it's too cold. I hate the cold, you know. For now, I am perfectly, happily comfortable, you understand? And I am going to Africa. I think in the next video, you are going to see me talking about something slightly sensitive, but highly educational. And I hope you will stay tuned and watch that, you know. But other than that, man, and yeah, I'm very comfortable here in China, in spite of the racist encounters and discrimination I've personally experienced. I see there are a lot more pros here than cons. You know, no matter where you go, you are going to find a place that has cons and pros and all that, right? No country is perfect in my eyes at all. You know, I just want to say, dzień, you know, thank you very much for all the Polish people out there who are just so nice to me. I will never forget this lady at the restaurant. They're saying hi. She thought I'm from America. No, I ain't from America.
Hi. I love you, USA.
You love USA.
Yeah.
I understand, man. Very cool people. I think a lot of the women there are quite shy. I think the younger generation, because they're getting exposed to a lot of students, exchange students. So multiculturalism is starting to grow in Poland. You understand? So if you are an Asian person, you have a very good reputation in Poland. The Polish people are going to be a lot more nicer to you as well. You know. So basically, and yeah. But other than that, man, I have no personal vendetta with Polish people. You go there, if you're going to go there, just be open-minded. Don't listen to what they tell you on your media out there. Trust me, man, this is the one thing I've learned. If you want to gain the actual source, go to that place and see it yourself. Create your own, conclusion. And then that's the best way you can learn. Because these days we're living in an era where everyone is chasing clicks. So the more outrageous thing you can say out there, this is how you are going to get clicks. And I don't want to play that game. That game is not sustainable. It's not nice. I don't like to deceive people. I tell you like the way it is. That's it. For what it is, man, I love Poland. The infrastructure, marvelous, really, you know, and I hope they can have more food options. We're like that. Listen, I'm the most chill sort of Muslim person, really. Very proud of my religion, proud of my race, my culture, you understand? At the same time, I hold high respect for other people's faith as well. You know, I do not cross the boundary, and I always try to learn, because that's the best way. I will not differentiate myself or shift away from people because they're not of the same faith. That's not how I roll. I don't roll like that. I know boundaries, you understand? So that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Welcome to Poland!